Hey guys, I'm just, firing up my PS3 here and I'm being reminded as to why I hate the damn thing. It's the slow clunkiness. I mean, look at this with the menu. You know, the little scrolling animation. Let's just watch this. You see how choppy it is, how it's like stuttering while this thing is trying to download a game? The new store is shit. Last time I used the PS3, I think that was right before the new store was launched. I read horror stories about how shitty it is, but um, yeah. I have to say the old store was better than this because this is such a clunky fucking mess. Like, they're trying to be like Steam, but fail miserably at it. Yes, it looks pretty, but like just trying to go through this thing. It's such a clunky, slow piece of shit. What I don't understand is new demos. I mean, I like the old way where, you just go to demos and then you go, like, it was in chronological order, so it was newest to oldest. Now you have to go to all PS3 demos, which used to be a better setup. It used to be where you can browse by letter. So now you have to go to genre or any of these. You have to pick what you would like. Unfortunately, you can't go directly to a letter. This is one thing they fucked up. That the store used to be easier. Immediately, it's trying to shove other things in your face. So it's immediately trying to shove applications, TV shows, and movies, which are heavily overpriced, and you're locked down. Which I'll never buy a movie or watch TV on here. I'd rather just pirate it or buy it from someone else. Um, it seems like games are not really front and center like they used to be. At least they're doing indie games, which is a good idea. Um, Welcome to 5 years ago, which we were seeing on PCs. PlayStation Plus, which I'll have to admit, in some ways, it's definitely worth its price. But again, you really have to be playing a lot of these games, and a lot of the games like Sleeping Dogs. Why the fuck would I play it on PS3 when the PC version is blazing better? Like, it blows away the PS3 version, it blows away the Xbox 360 version because it runs at a solid 60 frames and looks gorgeous on my rig. So yeah, one of these days I might get a membership. I don't know. It all depends on many things, and this is what I'm going to get into. You know, Sony has a lot of making up to do because the PlayStation 3 and even the Vita has left a very bad taste in my mouth, and I've made tons and tons of videos about this. But even with the Vita, like my biggest problem right now is the memory card is shit. It's 4 gigs. It came with the damn thing, but I have to spend an arm and a leg for 32 gigs, which I mean I can get a 32 gig flash drive for what, like $10-15. So why the hell am I going to pay $100 for 32 gigs, which I know many retailers have lowered the price, but besides the point, it should never have launched at $100 to begin with. Um, I'm really not looking forward to the next gen with Sony. The PS4, anything that's been announced thus far is just yawn. I mean, I don't see why I should even invest in it. Um, Maybe E3 they're able to convince me otherwise, but when it comes to exclusives, Sony has dropped the ball. They used to be very well known for their exclusives with the PlayStation 2 era. But with the PlayStation 3, they lost the majority of the exclusives they had, such as Kingdom Hearts, which used to be a Sony exclusive, but Nintendo has been reaping the benefits of that game. Final Fantasy used to be Sony exclusive. Now you can get it on an Xbox. You look at there's plenty of games. Grand Theft Auto, I mean, yeah, you can get it on PC at the time, but it was pretty much a Sony thing up until San Andreas, which was released on the Xbox. But this generation, it was no longer an exclusive. And I really think Sony has a lot of catching up. One thing they really need to do is get their fucking shit together when it comes to software. Like, Sony, you make hardware reasonably, but your software shit always has been, probably always will be. You look at your MP3 players, they were always clunky and hard to use. Your application to put music on things was always slow and clunky. I think you need to hire some talented people who know how to code to make optimized programs. I mean, a store application shouldn't be this slow. Now, I will say, Nintendo has the worst store of any of the consoles. It is honestly worse than anything you could expect from Sony or Microsoft. I would have to say Microsoft has the best store interface, the best speeds on downloading, but Nintendo right now is the worst. I couldn't believe, like, Nintendo is making Sony look good. That's how bad Nintendo has become. Especially like the 3DS. Anytime you download a game, you have to unwrap it. You know, like it will say it's on your main screen, and you can't tell what the fuck the game is. You have to tap it first, so it unwraps the gift that you just bought yourself, and then you can play it. Or when you're trying to download, you have to see the stupid animation with this little like guy, a shopping bag that's dancing around, putting little balls in a box. You know, Nintendo is just horrendous with their updating and also horrendous with their download speeds. So Sony, you didn't do as bad, but you're still not the best. So take care, guys. Look out for future content, but this is like why I stopped using this shit. Like, the store used to be better, but I don't know. Take care. Look out for future content.